Starting with lineups here for the visiting Haymakers. Leading off, shortstop Jack Evenson. Batting second, center fielder Logan Broughton. Batting third, the first baseman Carter Mazzo. Cleanup hitter for the Haymakers, Keegan Peterson. Batting fifth, Aiden Thummel. Batting sixth, Ryan Amundstad. Batting seventh, Grayson Lewis. Batting eighth, Lucas Christensen. And rounding out the order, Brody Keegley. For your home Jets, leading off this afternoon, DH Bo Purdy. Batting second and doing the catching, Sam Chase. Batting third, the shortstop, Colby Eveling. Cleanup hitter today, the first baseman Finn Bergseth. Batting fifth, the second baseman Tate Barnacle. Batting sixth, the left fielder Ryan Oman. Batting seventh, the right fielder Jack Joyce. Batting eighth, the third baseman Andrew Perrault. And your nine-hitter this afternoon for the Jets, Harper Schultz.
Shortstop number 6, Colby Eveling. First baseman number 13.
As they're doing the on-field announcements here, beautiful day at Jack Williams. Sun is shining.
Second baseman number 26.
We got
Tate Barnacle.
Fargo Jets wearing their black uniforms and white pants, and the visiting Haymakers have switched into their red uniforms and white pants. They were wearing, both teams were black and white to start for warm-ups, and we were getting a little confused up here.
And that voice you hear is Jesse Barnacle. The famous, the one and only Jesse Barnacle. I am Neil Liebling, the lesser of the two announcers tonight. But I'll be in and out, hanging out with Jesse, but Jesse's going to carry you through this whole thing, and we're looking forward to doing this. So thanks for volunteering, voluntolding maybe, Jesse.
Yeah, first time up here. Other family members have done some dibs, and this is first rodeo here.
I like the dibs personally because I've met so many people that I never have known and wouldn't have met from the other teams and stuff like that. So I kind of enjoy it and get to hang out with some different people.
Yeah, and what's better than doing a little work and getting to be at the ball field?
Yep, exactly. Here comes the national anthem, so we'll let you listen in on that, and we'll be quiet.
We are back here after the anthem. Neil, I was kind of hoping you were going to sing that one, but
I leave that to my son Bodie. He's on that one, and I will just hide up here instead.
All right, Haymakers coming to bat. We've got Evan Felber on the hill, been one of the fairly regular pitchers for the Jets so far this summer. Sam Chase completing the battery behind the plate.
You know, Evan started off pitching just a little bit last year with the Bombers, and then pitched a bunch for the Fargo South Bruins, and really has grown into a key pitcher, I think, for the Jets here. And good to have him on the mound, throwing as well as he does.
And he doesn't really seem to be fazed by much. He starts games. He'll come out of the bullpen, kind of has been gotten used to doing whatever on the hill that the team needs that day.
You always kind of miss having his speed out in the outfield. He's runs down a lot of balls out there in center field with his speed. You put Ryan and him in the outfield, and there's a lot of speed out there. But Harper is gonna do a great job out there today, I believe.
And we're going to throw down to second. And we've got leadoff hitter Jack Evenson for the Haymakers coming to the plate. Red bat matches his red jersey, and we're ready to go here.
Casselton played last night, split with the Comets, the Post 400 Comets, so they're back-to-back nights on double hitters. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and we'll see where their pitching staff is right now. 4 games in 2 days here, and
no doubt about it. Good first pitch strike to get us started.
There we go, foul ball straight back. Starts off 0-2. Let's see what he goes with here. Delivers another foul ball. Looks like another fastball there. Missed the first pitch. Last two that he fouled back, where I believe were fastballs.
Yep. Ooh, good one.
There we go, swing and a miss. Starts the game with a strikeout. I don't think a pitcher would choose for any other way to start the game.
Infield might get bored, but I think they'll take it too.
Yeah, for sure. Brings up center fielder Logan Broughton for his first at-bat here.
I could be wrong, but I don't recognize a lot of these Casselton kids from last year. I feel like they must have turned over a bunch of, it must have been a pretty senior heavy team last year. I'd have to go back and look, but I could be wrong. It feels like a younger team.
Philber went first pitch off speed there and came back with a fastball. He's mixing pitches pretty thoroughly here to start the game. 1-1 delivery. Ooh. Another off speed, caught the corner. Another 2-strike count here. Tries to go outside again. Just missed with that fastball.
Got Kent Christensen behind the plate in this first game. He's pretty consistent umpire, so a little bit bigger zone typically, I feel, but consistent. Ooh.
Foul ball, and
the race is on.
Kids are chasing it, yep.
What is that hat that Rory's wearing today? He's got his pirate hat on.
Another 2-strike delivery. In the dirt. Hoping he chased it, but didn't. And here we go with a full count. Taking a little too much time, and Broughton calls for time. Oh, the delivery.
Got him.
There's
looking.
that corner. There we go.
Broughton not take that pitch.
Yeah, Broughton must have been expecting something different. Just froze.
Number 15, Carter.
There we go. Start the game with 2 strikeouts. Carter Mazzo in the 3 spot. Playing first base this afternoon.
Jesse, last time I checked, you cannot strike everyone out if you don't strike out the first 2.
That is correct.
All right.
I like your math on that one.
Yeah. Fargo South math.
Starts out ball 1. Comes back with, just off the corner.
Ooh, good bender.
Good swinging strike there.
You know, he said Kent Christensen's behind the plate. First base, or the other umpire is Bama. That is the only way I know him, is by Bama. But anybody that knows Fargo baseball knows who I'm referring to.
Yes, definitely do. Another fall ball strike there as Felber cleans up the mound a little bit. Caught his cleat on that one, but I think he'll take the strike. Misses outside. He's really trying to refine that corner, I think.
Good. Expand the zone, right?
Yep. Full count. Here we go. Ball 4. First base runner of the game.
Drawing the walk, brings up third baseman,
For those who are
number
curious,
6,
Post 2
Peterson.
team has already started against Williston, jumping out to a quick 2-0 lead in that. But Williston has 2 runners on.
Good update. All right, the walk brings up the number 4 hitter, Keegan Peterson. Keegan is playing third base this afternoon. He looks at strike 1. Ground ball to Peralt, across to Bergseth for
Piece
out
of
number
cake.
3.
Way to go, boys.
There we go. Fargo Jets are jogging in to get their first plate appearances here.
You're right.
Okay, we're back here with the bottom half of the first inning. To the plate comes DH Bo Purdy. Lead things off for Fargo.
Bo Purdy's been swinging a hot bat, moving up in the lineup here a little bit, getting some playing time. Quick little guy around the bases. You've coached him a lot. Jesse, what do you know about him?
Yeah, he does a lot of things right. Takes good at bats. He'll stay in there and get hit by a pitch. Runs the bases well. Plays good defense. Can control the bat and bunt a little bit. He's a good player. And as most good leadoff hitters do, he takes the first pitch, even though it was a strike. And now he's worked it to 1-1. Interestingly, between innings, watching Casselton warm up, catcher threw it down to third base instead of second base. You don't see that very often.
He doesn't want to give us any.
That's
He doesn't
right.
want to let us know what's going on.
That's
huh?
right. right, there's strike number 2 on the fastball.
But I'm glad he let us know not to steal third, though. I appreciate
right.
that. That's nice of him.
Outside for ball 2. 2-2. Leadoff batter Purdy.
You know, ironically, he's wearing number 1, and his baby brother is also number 1 in all of our hearts. He's the cutest little guy ever. He's so funny. Running around playing baseball nonstop, I think, huh?
Yeah, he is at the ball field, the hockey rink, whatever it is.
Ooh, shot.
Every night of the week, it seems like.
Sports, sports, sports. Is your whole life just sports?
I guess that's what happens when you're the 4th kid and all your
All
siblings
boys.
are...
Are they all boys? It's up the middle there.
Up the middle.
Snagged by short.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
play
man.
by Jack
Good.
Evenson at shortstop. But what a nice at bat, following off a few pitches, put it up in play up the middle. Evenson cut across second baseman there and made a nice play.
First out of the inning,
Yeah.
brings up
Sorry, I kind of stepped on that one.
4,
Rookie here.
Chase.
No, and the Purdy family, they've got 3 boys, and then they have the oldest is Jada.
Oh, they have a girl older
they have
than Bo.
Yes, correct.
Uh-huh.
Very good softball player and hockey player. Sam Chase takes inside for ball 1 there. Looked like the same pitch, just brought it over a couple inches. Get a strike, even the count, 1-1. There you go. Chase back ahead in the count, looking to give the Jets their first base runner of the game here. Ball number 3.
Good patience.
Hitter's count. Here we go.
See if he looks to drive it here.
Strike number 2 brings the count full. Payoff pitch underway.
There you
High
go.
for ball 4. There's base runner, get things going for the Jets. Brings up 3-hitter Colby Ebling. He's been having a fantastic summer.
Brings up second baseman.
I know
shortstop number
his
6.
dad probably wouldn't say much, but offensively and defensively, been having a great summer.
We always criticize him more than everybody else. That's our job. I'm a dad. It's my job.
There we go. Now, nowadays, as they look onto their cards, their wristbands to get their number.
Yeah. I would love to go back to the old days.
Tate Grandy in at first base, courtesy running for Sam Chase after the walk. Got some speed over there in
Right.
Grandy. See if they elect to.
I'm looking for a hit and run or a steal here. He's going to be moving. Nope. Sit.
And
Sit.
Soft fly ball in the right field. Thought it was going to drop for a second there. Nice play though by right fielder Aiden Thummel to come in and make a diving play with that blue glove he's got on out there.
Flashing the leather. Blue.
Yes, the blue leather.
First baseman
All
number
right,
13,
2 outs here. Runner on
Dave
first
Ferguson.
base. Finn Bergseth steps up to the plate, batting cleanup and playing first base this afternoon.
Another one of the young guys. Jets team is so young.
Oh, ground ball to shortstop Evenson. Goes for the short one to second base. Out number 3.
Bottom of the first. No runs on no hits.
So
no
we're going to the
errors.
second inning, 0-0. Each team has 1 base runner so far.
Score is tied 0-0. Casselton, top of
Okay, here we go.
the second.
Top of 2.
Number 4, Aiden.
Leading off for Casselton is Aiden Thummel, playing right field. Takes strike 1. Evan's been doing a nice job of getting ahead of hitters so far through the first inning and change here.
Doing a really good job.
And now does he try to hit a spot or does he try to make him chase? 2-strike pitch.
Oh, what's
Pops
up?
him up.
Oh, we're gonna have
Outfielder
Got
coming
Ryan.
on.
Ryan Oman.
Ryan Oman coming up, taking control, calling everybody off for out number 1.
I'm told he's quick like his mom, not quick like his dad.
Left fielder, number
Yes, his parents are sitting up next to us.
Allenstad.
All right. That brings to the plate Ryan Amundstad. His first at bat, swinging first pitch, sends it to right or to
Hunter.
center fielder.
Harper
Schultz.
Harper, not Hunter. Sorry, Harper. Harper Schultz. Going to Dickinson State to play
Yes,
football.
player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the pop fly out, brings
Graduated
up
from North.
red pitcher, the catcher, number 5, Grayson Lewis.
Love that he's going to play football, but just loves baseball. Wanted to
Yeah.
keep
Why not
playing.
if you can?
Yep. Play it while you can.
You know, some of those programs, they won't let you spend the summer doing it. Go ahead with...
All right, number 5. Grayson Lewis coming to bat here with 2 outs. First pitch sneaks to the backstop for ball 1.
I wonder if that's the first time he hasn't started first pitch strike.
It might be first, second at most, though.
Yep. But he comes right back.
Yep, evens it up. That didn't take too long. And strike 2, pounding that one right into the plate.
So Class A baseball on the east side. Wapaton's playing Devils Lake. Devils Lake is up 1-0 early. That game is in the second. Ground ball to Colby in the short.
Comes over,
Over to first.
field, throw, catch. That's how you do it.
It's an easy inning right
3
there.
outs.
The second.
3 up, 3 down. Heading to the bottom of the second.
One left on base, no.
Okay, Lucas Christensen in for his second inning work.
Leading off the Jets here at the bottom of the
Second baseman Tate Barnacle leading off the second inning here for the Jets.
Tate Barnacle.
Yeah, outside corner for strike 1. Looked like a slider of some sort. A little bit of movement on it. Swinging. Ground ball to third. Going to make it safely down to first base. We'll see how they rule that one.
Left fielder number 8, Ryan Ullman.
All right, Ryan Ullman coming up here with a man on first base, nobody out. Leadoff hitters on, and Jets are hoping to do some damage here. Squaring to bunt, pulls it back on ball one. Third baseman charging pretty hard. First baseman was staying put. Got to assume that the pitcher would have the first baseline in that instance. Squares again. This time taking strike one. Evens the count 1-1. Same defensive strategy for Casselton on that showing of a bunt. 1-1 delivery, squares around. Nice bunt to the right side. Pitcher has no other play, go to first base. Textbook sacrifice bunt there, moves runner to second base. And Jack Joyce coming to bat with 1 out. And runner on second base.
Right fielder number 24, Jack Joyce.
Yeah, nothing flashy there, but Ullman doing the job. Playing team baseball, moving the runner over. Hoping to take a lead in this inning. First pitch, Joyce is swinging. 1 hopper to second base. Brody Keegler making the play for the second out. Advances the runner to third base. Andrew Peralt coming up to bat with 2 outs. Runner on third base. Jets in need of a big 2-out hit here to get a run on the scoreboard. And that will do it right there. Peralt goes with the pitch. Shoots it through the gap to right field. Brings home Barnacle, and the Jets take a 1-0 lead. Nicely done there by Peralt, not trying to do too much. Taking that pitch where it came from and sending it out to right field. Harper Schultz now coming to bat with 2 outs here. I'm sure the Jets would love to get the runner to second base in scoring position somehow. And strike 1 to start the at-bat for Schultz. Both pitchers seeming to look for that outside corner. Similar spot there for strike 2. See what Schultz can do here with 2 strikes. Coach Mike Boutain yelling out numbers. See what they try to do with the runner here, if anything. All right, up the middle, softly hit. And Schultz beats it out. Shortstop Jack Evenson tried to come in and barehand that one. Schultz hustling the whole way. Gets himself an infield single. And we have runners at first and second with the leadoff hitter Bo Purdy coming back to the plate. Starts with strike 1. Peralt had a big 2-out hit earlier. Purdy looking to do the same thing to possibly score an additional run here in the second inning. And that got him. Mentioned earlier, we're talking to Neil, that Bo will stand his ground in the batter's box and take a pitch just like that. And all of a sudden we have bases loaded for Sam Chase.
Number 4,
Sam walked earlier in the game, first inning. Was the lone base runner heading into this inning. And here we go, looking to do some damage here in the second inning. Ebling on deck, hoping to get his chance as well. Looking for that outside corner again, a little too far outside. Ball one here. Chase ahead in the count now, looking for a pitch to drive with runners on base. Second pitch called a little bit high. Ball two. Definitely hitter's count at this point. Now Casselton, coach calling time. Settle his pitcher down as they try to get out of this inning without allowing any more damage here. Sure, the Casselton coaching staff wanted to give Christensen a breather on the mound. You always wonder what goes on in those conversations, whether he's got a joke in his pocket or what they talk about. We'll see how effective the trip to the mound is. Well, he comes back with strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Sam Chase looking for a pitch to hit. Ball 3. We'll see now behind in the count with the bases loaded what pitch Christensen really trusts here. Fastball for strike 2. You would assume whenever he throws 3-1, he'll probably come back with full count here. Fastball, fouled away. Chase stays alive. Full count, runners are moving on the pitch. They've got a long way to get back to their base after that foul ball. Ball 4. Productive at bat for Chase. Brings in the run. Peralt scoring, bringing Colby Eveling to the plate. He's been hitting the ball this summer. See if he's got another early hit in that bat today. Tate Grandy takes over running duties for Sam Chase at first base. First pitch swinging, that'll be a single to right field. Will score 2. 2-run single for Colby Eveling. Wasting no time going after that first pitch. And with 2 outs, Grandy's running on contact. He makes it to third base easily. Now it's first and third with 2 outs, bringing up Finn Bergseth for his second at-bat of the game. Again, first and third opportunity. We'll see what Eveling does at first base as Bergseth takes ball 1. And outside corner with a fastball for strike 1, evening the count. Hard hit ground ball to right field. Single brings in Tate Grandy. Another 2-out hit. 3 big 2-out hits this inning for Fargo.
With the single,
Brings
scoring
Tate
run
Barnacle to the
brings up
plate with runners on first and
baseman
second.
Number 26, Tate Barnacle.
Oh, check swing. High chopper fielded by Christensen. Flips it over to Mazzo for the third out, and the Jets are retired, but not before they score 5 runs.
Jets.
Christensen cruising through the first inning is now approaching 40 pitches all of a sudden.
Haymaker error.
Three hits in that inning and an error.
Jets lead
5-0 heading into the top of the third.
Lucas Christensen.
Haymakers coming to the plate, top of the third. Lucas Christensen, the pitcher, leading things off, trying to get something going on the bases for the Haymakers. Takes ball 1 from Evan Felber. Felber working quickly, hits that outside corner, evens the count. Down low for ball 2. A little too far inside. Hits Christensen. Looked like on the left arm area as he heads down to first base.
Second baseman, number 2, Brody Keegley.
Just like the Jets last half inning, got their leadoff man on. The Haymakers do the same here in the top of the third. Brings up number 2, Brody Keegley. Playing second base this afternoon. Check of the runner. Trying to make the Evan might be trying to make the opposing starting pitcher work a little bit over there as a base runner. And there he goes. Swing and a miss, and a stolen base for Christensen. So Keegley swings through the pitch. Don't know if it was a straight steal or a hit and run, but Christensen swipes second base on the play. Haymakers now have a runner in scoring position. Felber steps off, wants to reset, and had a little conversation with Chase. First time they've had a runner on second base here. They might be talking about pitching signs with a runner on second. Keegley trying to keep the train moving here for the top of the order. Ground ball right back up to the middle to Ebling. Throw to first for the out. Christensen does advance to third base on the play.
Top of the order for Casselton.
Good pitch, good play.
Jack Everson.
Leadoff man Jack Everson coming back to the plate. Runner on third base. Everson struck out to start the game in his first at-bat against Felber here. We'll see what he starts with. First pitch swinging out to left field. Omen runs it down. And it was deep enough to score the run. Nice play getting to that one. Tough to gather your momentum and throw on that play. So it was well executed sacrifice fly by the Haymakers, but I think with a 5-0 lead, Fargo would trade the out for the run there. Nice play in left field by Omen. Brings up Logan Broughton to the plate. Also a strikeout victim of Felber's in the first inning. And also swinging on the first pitch. They must have talked and decided they looked at enough strikes in the first inning. Everson and Broughton were going to go up swinging. Ball 2 in the dirt. One and one on Broughton, 2 outs. Ball number 2. There's that familiar outside corner. 2 and 2, 2 outs. Now some teams have a lucky rub of the hat or some kind of antic they do, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just missed. Bring the count full. Payoff pitch coming from Felber. Just missed. Ball 4. And the Haymakers have another base runner in Logan Broughton.
Number 15,
Carter Mazzo coming to the plate. Mazzo walked in the first inning. Now with the Haymakers trying to get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, we'll see what they do with Broughton at first base. Back pick attempt by Chase over at first base, making Broughton hustle back. Broughton does seem to have a decent lead over there. Not going anywhere. And ball 2. All right, fastball on the outside corner. 2 and 1. I think Felber knows he can always go back to the corner when he needs a strike. Ground ball in the hole. Omen gets back to the infield. Nice little single there for Mazzo. Brings up Keegan Peterson with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. Haymakers trying to copy the Jets formula with the 2-out hits in the last half inning. Pickoff attempt at second. Off the glove of Barnacle. Broughton advances to third base. They had something there. Runner was going to be hung up. Good timing for that play, just didn't get it executed. Haymakers now have runners at the corners and 2 out. And strike one. Felber gets ahead of Peterson. And that pitch got Peterson, looked like right on the 6, right in the middle of the back, to load him up. And again, in a carbon copy of last half inning, out comes Jets coach August Grothman to have a chat. All right, home plate umpire broke up the party on the mound here.
For the Haymakers, number 4.
After the hit by pitch, Keegan Peterson, Aiden Thummel steps to the plate with bases loaded and 2 outs. Real opportunity here to close that 5-1 gap. Felber starts with strike one. And bounces away, doesn't get too far. Play at the plate, he's safe. Good jump by Logan Peterson at third base. Ball got away from Chase, didn't get too far. But Broughton had a good read at third base and a good jump and scores on a fairly close play. Changes the defensive mindset here. Now plays at first base. Count is even at 1-1 to Thummel. Felber misses outside for ball 2. Good pick by catcher Sam Chase there to possibly save a run. Swinging strike on the fastball. Evens the count 2-2 with 2 outs. Just missed the outside corner. And there's that familiar outside corner. Strike 3. Felber gets out of the jam. And 5-2 is our score, heading into the bottom of the third. back here, bottom of the third inning.
Leading off for the Jets.
Catcher Grayson Lewis does love to spread the love around. He threw down to first base on that one. All right, here we go. Ryan Oman steps to the plate, leading off for the Fargo Jets. Had a nice bunt earlier in the game, moving a teammate over. See what he does here at this first at bat, where we assume he'll be swinging. Does have some speed. You can never rule out a drag bunt. Ball number 3. There's a strike Christensen was looking for. Still a hitter's count here. Sharply hit on the right side, and there is a leadoff single for Ryan Oman. Gives the Jets a little activity on the bases.
Brings up number 24, Jack Joyce.
Jack Joyce playing right field today. Not a position he has been in a ton this year. So he's showing his positional flexibility, coming to bat here now. Nobody on and runner at first base. And looks at strike 1. Like a fastball, and that, I don't know if he's throwing a 2-seam and a 4-seam, but that fastball looked like it did have a little bit of a tail on it. Inside, evens the count 1-1. Coach Mike Boutain calling out numbers. We'll see if we have any action on the base paths here. Joyce lifts one to shallow left field, which drops for a single. Oman hustling to second base. Tough play for him, as he couldn't go too far, as he was unsure whether Amundstad was going to get to that one or not.
That brings up third baseman number 3, Andrew.
Good base running and good placement of that Texas leaguer. First 2 batters for the Jets are on base here, and Andrew Peralt steps to the plate. Had a big single to score the first Fargo run. He squares the bunt, lays down a nice bunt. This will be close play at first base. And Christensen did barely get Peralt. Sacrifice bunt, but well placed. Made the defense and Lucas Christensen really work to get that first out.
Number 5, Harper Schultz.
Harper Schultz now steps to the plate with runners on second and third, with 1 out. He is 1 for 1 so far this afternoon. Swing at the first pitch, goes the other way, foul ball. Outfield playing him straight up, right fielder a little bit deeper. Harper swings through the second pitch for strike 2. Time is called. Christensen wants to sort something out with his catcher Grayson Lewis. Looks like a pretty quick conversation. They're ready to go. Schultz has 2 strikes here, trying to do a job and get this ball in play to score a run one way or another. And strike 3 called. From this vantage point, looked like a slider. Back to the top of the order here with Bo Purdy coming to the plate now with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Jets coach Mike Boutain really wants to get at least 1 run here as first 2 hitters of the inning got on base, and there's a ground ball to first baseman Carter Mazzo to end the inning and the threat. 5-2, heading into the top of the 4th inning. Jets with the lead.
Ryan Almenstad.
Okay, top of the 4th, Ryan Amundstad coming to the plate. Lead things off for the Haymakers. Ball 1 from Felber. Still looking strong. He's about 53 pitches in. Strike number 1. He has not fallen behind in many counts. When he has, he's coming back with that next pitch to even things up. And little line drive into left field for Osmondstad. Lead things off for the Haymakers with a single. Grayson Lewis now comes to the plate with a runner on base. That is the 2nd hit for the Haymakers thus far. Third baseman Peralt playing in on the grass. Okay, another hit to left field. Nice play by Ryan Oman coming in on that one. Covering a little ground and hitting the turf to make that catch. One of those either low fly balls or floating line drives, whichever way you want to call it. He made a tough play look pretty smooth. To the plate, Lucas Christensen now with 1 out. Pickoff attempt. Felber showing some quick feet over there. And low for ball 1. See, Casselton is still rocking old school with the traditional baseball signals coming from their third base coach. Second check of the runner by Felber. And going the other way was Christensen for the single. Very much an inside-out swing, poking that one into right field. Haymakers now have 2 runners on with 1 out, and Brody Keegley coming to the plate. Jets bring the corner infielders up in traditional double play fashion here. Felber looks and delivers. Ball number 1. Felber hoping for a ground ball at somebody here. Give the infield a chance to turn a double play. And there it is. See what they can do with it. Barnacle to Ebling to Finseth for the 4-6-3 pitcher's best friend to get out of the inning.
With the double play in the inning.
5-2 heading into the bottom of the 4th inning.
No Jets in. Number 4, Sam Chase.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Sam Chase leading things off. Lucas Christensen still on the mound for the Haymakers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he is still finding that corner. Low and away, that evens the count here at 1-1. And 2-1. Sam does not have an official at-bat yet, as he's walked twice so far today. That one a little further outside. Christensen gets the call there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And true to form, if you keep hitting the spot, umpires tend to give you the call. Very repeatable pitch there, that at bat for Christensen. Colby Ebling now comes to the plate after the strikeout. 1 out. Nobody on, trying to prevent a quick inning here for Christensen and the Haymakers, as Christensen gets a hit again. As the sun moves in the sky, a few shadows from the surrounding trees starting to creep onto the grass here at Jack Williams. Inside for ball 2, not far from giving the Jets a free base runner there. And ball 3, Ebling finds himself in a hitter's count here. Sending one to right field. Off the bat, it looked like might cause a little more trouble. Right fielder Aiden Thummel there settles under it with his blue glove once again for out number 2.
Brings up number 13, Finn Bergseth.
Finn Bergseth now to the plate, looking to start something here with 2 outs against Christensen. Bergseth is 1 for 2 so far. And strike 1. Finseth swinging, sending a foul ball that nobody can get to. There is a lot of foul ground here at Jack Williams. Some stadiums, ball like that might reach the seats, but here defenses have a little more ground to cover. Outside for ball 1. Count now even for Bergseth, 2-2 with 2 outs. Ground ball to second baseman Brady Keegley. Throws on to Mazzo for out number 3. No action for the Jets in the 4th inning, and it is 5-2 score heading into the top of the 5th.
Bottom of the 4th. Number 3, Jack Everson.
Top of the order coming up for Casselton in the top of the 5th. Jack Everson, the leadoff hitter, leading things off here. Thilber still on the mound, has looked very much in control thus far. There's a foul ball to even the count, 1-1. And strike 2. Everson isn't 1-1 with the strikeout. Had a sacrifice fly in his second plate appearance. Finds himself 2-2 count. Swing on a curveball, falls it down the third base line. Does a good job staying alive. Felber seems like he's mixing pitches well and gets the strikeout. Goes the high fastball, gets the swing and miss.
Starting the inning brings up
Evenson,
number 8.
strikeout victim for the second time today. Logan Broughton now coming to the plate, center fielder. Broughton has a strikeout and a walk so far. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Just off the outside corner. Ground ball to third. Kind of had a tough in-between hop there for Peralt. Ball sneaks into left field.
Now batting number 15, Carter Mazzo.
The Haymakers will have a runner now with one out. Down by 3. And looks like that has been ruled an error. Tough play, one of those plays that could have gone either way. Brings up Carter Mazzo, the 3 hitter for the Haymakers. Mazzo is 1 for 1 and also has walked once in the game. Runner bluffed to steal and drew a back pick throw from Chase on that last play. And another throw from Felber. Pickoff attempt. Felber sets and leaves it high for ball 3. Felber is nearing pitch 75 here, but has thrown a number of innings this summer. Has built up some stamina. Gets a swinging strike there from Mazzo. And a swinging strike 3. Felber takes him himself.
With the strikeout,
As the
brings
second
up
out of the inning.
number 6, Keegan Peterson.
Keegan Peterson, the Haymakers' third baseman, comes to the plate now with 2 outs. Throw over. Peterson is 0 for 1 and has been hit by a pitch. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. Ground ball to short. Ebling handles the tough hop. Little short hop, and he went through the ball well there. Takes the short direction to second base for out number 3. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th. Score still 5-2.
After 4.5. 26, Tate Barnacle.
All right, bottom of the fifth. Tate Barnacle leading things off. See if he can get a full swing in this at bat. He'll be mad at me for saying that. I think he grounded out in a check swing his last time up. There's a full swing. Ground ball up the middle. Leadoff base runner here to start the fifth inning. As Ryan Ullman comes to the plate.
Well, the single brings up number 8, Ryan Ullman.
It'll be interesting. A couple innings ago, we were in the same position and coach called for a sacrifice. Here we'll see if he, with a lead now, I'm guessing he'll be swinging away. Takes ball one. And there he does square around. Foul ball, 1-1. Ullman is 1 for 1, along with that sacrifice bunt. Squares around and foul ball. Two strikes now. He'll most likely be swinging away. Not many times are they sacrificing with 2 strikes. But that makes it that much more surprising and effective. Ground ball to short, steps on second, throws to first, and calls him out for double play. Jack Evenson fields the grounder, steps on second himself, throws across to Carter Mazzo for the 6 unassisted 3 double play. Brings up Jack Joyce with 2 outs. Joyce is 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at ball 1. Sends one up the middle for a single. Brody Keegley, nice effort, tumbles after that one, but it does reach the outfield grass. Jets have another runner here with 2 outs. Andrew Peralt coming to the plate. Peralt is 1 for 1. Inside for ball 1. From up here, I could hear some chatter from the dugout yelling to wear that one. He might get a hard time from his teammates there as he falls off the next pitch. That's when you put a line drive in the gap for a double, and then your teammates don't give you a hard time after that. 2 outs here, runner on first base. Oh, we got a second chance. There he goes. Hit by pitch for Peralt gives the Jets 2 base runners, with Harper Schultz coming to the plate with 2 outs.
Brings up number 5, Harper Schultz.
That pitch did look like it hit something solid, whether it was an elbow or what. That didn't feel too good, I don't think. Schultz falls off the first pitch. He is 1 for 2. And strike number 2. Christensen finding that outside corner. Mishandled throw. Back from the catcher, and an alert. Jack Joyce picks up third base. Joyce going in hard with the head first slide there. So 2 strikes to Schultz. Peralt goes from first, but it is a strike 3 on the swing. Inning over. And we are heading to the top of the 6th. Still 5-2.
2 hits. Leading off for
All right, we are in the top of the 6th. Evan Felber
number 4.
takes the mound again. He's been pitching since the start of the game. Swinging first pitch. Peralt knocks it down, throws it across for the out.
The out brings up
That's your third base in a nutshell. Sometimes you have to knock them down, pick it up, throw it across. That was Aiden Thummel there with the ground ball in the first pitch. Brings up Ryan Amundstad. Also swinging on the first pitch. Sneaks it inside the third baseman Peralt and keeps it fair.
Single brings up number 5, Grayson Lewis.
After Osmondstad's single, Grayson Lewis comes to the plate, and I believe we have an interference call. Must have been on Finn Bergseth at first, as the runner was rounding. I'm only guessing. I didn't see it myself, but just situationally, I don't know what other interference call would have been made there to award Osmondstad second base. I'll have to ask Finn later what happened on that one. So here we go. Grayson Lewis steps to the plate. 1 out runner on second base. Felber checks, delivers, squares around a bunt, and foul ball for strike 1. be interested to know if that was a called sacrifice or if that was a drag bunt. Late in the game, down by 3. And that evens the count now, 1-1. Welcome back, Neil Ebling.
Hey, I'm just trying to catch my breath.
Up to
Sorry.
the box there.
There's a flight of stairs to get here, and I'm old. Would we have a obstruction call? Interference?
I think there was an interference call, and it had to. I'm guessing on Finn at first base. I don't know what else it would have been.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. And ball number 3. I'm sure Casselton feels down by 3 here that they would really like to get a run this inning.
We got to get the Evan back from the second inning. He's been doing good. Well, I think I jinxed him when I went downstairs.
And foul ball. Looks like Felber came right after him there. Lewis did a good job of fighting that one off. And the pitch. Misses, ball 4. So first and second now with 1 out. Lucas Christensen coming to the plate.
One down. Let's roll this up. Was that last inning? We got a little 4-6-3. Take another one of those.
Yes,
little Tate to Colby to Finn.
Yeah, pitcher's best friend, right?
I think so. We got Booty coming out. Oh, and here comes Geppy. Yeah, you might as well call it a day.
Yep,
Geppy will close this thing up. 5 outs.
Geppy coming in with the lefty.
All right, we'll be back with you.
right, left-hander Carter Gebhardt finishing his warm-up pitches. I believe we just had a straight switch there, Gebhardt for Felber. Coming in with 1 out, 2 runners on base.
Now batting for the Haymakers, number 1, Lucas Christensen.
Lucas Christensen up to bat for the Haymakers. He is 1 for 1 and has been hit by a pitch.
Geppy's such a perfect closer for these guys with that change of coming in as a lefty and got the good little breaking ball.
Yeah, I'll give the Haymakers a different look here. There goes the runner at third. That will be a balk.
Why didn't he throw it?
I don't think
he didn't throw it.
Bergseth was at the base
I got this pole in the way.
with first and second. Bergseth wasn't holding him on. So then, yeah, the pickoff attempt to first, I think he froze when he wasn't at the base, and just, yeah. Runner already taking off to third on that one. It was an interesting play. So now runners on second and third with 1 out.
Ooh, 2-0. See what we can do here.
That takes the double play out of play for Fargo.
Give me over strike there. We'll take it.
Yep, 2-1 count here.
Nice.
Big left-handed curveball there for
Brought
strike
that
2.
one right back in there. You're gonna have to swing the bat, Casselton.
Yeah, Fargo playing corners up, middle back. Middle's conceding the run. Corners are playing up.
Ooh, good nibble. Good nibble.
Try it again with the same look, just a little bit further outside. Didn't get the call. Payoff pitch
Got him. Boom.
for strike 3.
Kent is so slow in that one. Sometimes you're like, ah.
After seeing those 2 big curveballs, I don't think Christensen
Yeah.
quite had his timing down there. Brody Keegley steps to the plate. 2 outs, 2 on. Like I mentioned earlier, I think Casselton wanting to come back, they feel like they probably would really like something in this inning after getting their first 2 batters on.
They got to get a hit here.
Gebhardt trying to close the door on those wishes.
Oh, fall back here.
Now 1-1. Yeah, big change for all the batters to see a lefty coming out of the pen. Even more so for a left-handed batter here like Keegley.
What has he done today?
Strike 2 there. Keegley is 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
And he's had some opportunities with runners on base too. Foul ball there, more of a defensive swing from Keegley, trying to fight that one off.
I don't know if that's his normal twitch when he's loading, but he looks nervous.
Yep. Both feet moving.
Yeah.
Again, fights it off down the left field line.
Yeah, hopefully Andrew Peralt's ready over there. I have a feeling Kepi doesn't strike him out here.
Up high.
Good waste.
Changing the eye level of the batter here. See what he comes back with now.
Oh, fought another one.
Very
off.
much ahead of that one. He was trying to hurry after being behind with the previous few, and then comes with the slow curveball, and I don't know if he knows what to expect now.
Good at bat, though.
Yeah, he's not going down easy, that's for sure. All right, 2-2, 2 outs. Gebhardt to the plate
Got
for
him.
strike
Boom
3
again.
on the curveball. Ending the inning and the threat. There's Gebhardt
That
picking up
works.
his teammate Felder.
That works.
Ending the inning.
All right.
And still 5-2 after
No runs with 1 hit.
5.5.
No Jets
We have 2 on.
hitters.
All right, bottom of 6. Lucas Christensen still on the mound for the Haymakers, throwing 81 pitches. We were just talking that after he got through the long second inning, he's had some quick innings. Back at the top of the order for Fargo, Bo Purdy up to bat. Ooh, drag bunt attempt.
Good try.
Foul
Good thing
ball.
that probably bounced foul. Came off a little hotter than he wanted.
It did come off. That's kind of what they say with drag bunts. You want a base hit or a foul ball? Can't get out bunting for a hit. So now he's got his whole at bat left ahead of him.
Yeah, pull that third baseman in. Now just
Yeah.
punch it through. Good.
Yeah,
Strike 2. That
Yeah.
was debatably low.
in a hole now. 0-2. See if he can battle back here. Christensen gone to that outside corner quite a bit and gotten the call. That one a little bit outside. Strike 3 on that outside corner.
Strikeout looking,
So one out brings up
number
Sam
4,
Chase.
Sam Chase.
Go for one with a walk.
Couple walks.
2 walks. Yeah. Our game changer's not going, is it? Couldn't get ours to come up. There is that. Oh, there we go. What am I talking about? We're good.
Starts him off with a strike.
Yeah.
And 2 walks, and now gets hit by a pitch. He's
Look at that on-base percentage just go right through the roof.
in on base. I think it's safe to assume that Tate Grandy's going to come in and run here.
Number 6, Colby Eveling.
Well, there he is, number
Making
21.
his way.
Courtesy running, number 21. Tate
Colby
Grandy.
with is going 1 for 3. 1 hit up the right field line. The other 2 to the right fielder. So hammering that right side. thinking they want to put the runner in motion here, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's the corner. And I think he's hit it often enough that he's gotten him to expand it a little bit for him, too.
Yeah, it seems like it. Hence why most of our pitches, hits, I think, have gone to the right side here.
Yep, they have.
A little testing Tate over there. Back easily. Plenty of room there, Tate. With 2 Tates on the team, that doesn't happen very often. Probably Grandy. Maybe take Grandy a little more space here.
Oh. Good looking hit and run there. Sent Grandy, and Ebling was hitting behind the runner nicely. Just bad luck with the line drive right at the first baseman. Double play ends the inning.
I like the aggressiveness, though. I like that we're moving these guys around, trying to move them around a little bit, because we're not going to get a big home run bop out of these guys.
No.
This team isn't built that way.
And well executed, too. Just poor luck there.
Yep, that's the way it goes. All right, we'll see you next inning.
The Haymakers at the top of the 7th.
Starting the 7th inning here, Gebhardt is back for his second inning here. Leadoff batter Jack Everson steps to the plate for the Haymakers. They need 3 runs here to extend the game.
Just a little high from Geppy there. A couple updates for you guys. Post 2 against Williston. Top of the 7th, Fargo's up 7-0.
Yeah, appreciate that. Without you up here, we didn't have any updates until now.
That's it. Ooh, ball 3. And over in West Fargo Vets are playing Kindred, and that game's in the bottom of the 4th. The Vets are up 3-2. 4-pitch walk.
So Everson is on to start the 7th for the Haymakers. Broughton coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 and has walked once. But he has not faced Gebhardt yet.
No balk on that one. Out in Devil's Lake beat Wapton 2-0. Shockingly, only 2-0. Not a lot of hits in that game. And speaking of shocking, Mandan beats West Fargo in AA 11-1 in 5 innings.
Really?
So Mandan, I think, walking into this game had one conference win for that game. So now Mandan moves to their second win and against West Fargo.
Doubled their win output.
Yeah, shocking, but great.
All right, starting the inning here with 6 straight balls.
But who's counting?
Grothman come in, settle Gebby down a little bit. Little conversation. As the sun starts to come down, our right fielders are now fully in the shadows of the big trees down the line there.
But this is when it gets brutal. This is where we take. This is where you see Jack come into play, and you take a funny hop into the nose for the Liam Med 463 tournament. There was a poor kid from out of town that was not used to that Jack lip, and he took it. He had a huge black eye. Felt bad for the kid.
There, a good trip to the mound. Starts with a strike. Yeah, just the presence of a lefty on the mound kind of intimidates the running game a little bit.
Yeah, you noticed that too. That kid was going back.
First,
yeah.
Not that they would be sending their runner on first down by 3.
Not going to get there on that one. Even Jack Joyce's speed's not going to get that.
No, into the cavernous amount of foul territory here at Jack.
That's why I get nervous about some of those pickoff moves to first base, because how many times do they end up on third
at
after
least
it
one
just
base,
bounces off that fence and zing. Ooh.
Ball tip.
Grab
Chase
a chair.
Squeezes it. Out number 1.
Geppy's ready to work right away.
Brings up number 15.
That other guy cannot get that batter up there quick enough.
Carter Mazzo now steps to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Has also reached on base on balls.
Nice strike on the outside corner there.
There's strike number 2. Gebhardt way up here.
Yeah.
Runner holds at second. Took a big turn. Probably more of the plate than Gebhardt wanted on that 0-2 pitch.
I would think so.
Number 6.
Good hitting by the not trying to do too much with it going the other way, unfortunately, but
that brings up Keegan Peterson. 2 runners on.
Threatening again against us. See if these boys can get out of this one again.
I assume they're going to check him.
Bama called him.
Called it a swing. Gebhardt's up. 0-1.
Not much fight from the Casselton coaches.
Peterson is 0 for 2 and received a ball between the shoulder blades for hit by pitch.
Oh, there we go.
And strike number 2.
Would it work? Another good fight.
Goes with the curveball there. Peterson fights it off, yeah. Another 0-2 here.
It's popped right to
Jack Joyce barely has to move.
nice arm.
Yeah, not seeing Joyce play much outfield yet this year. I wanted to see him get a few plays out there. There we go.
Yeah. Did you had him last year and last few years? Did he get much play in the outfield, or is he?
Yeah, he played a lot at the corners, first and third, and then a little bit in the outfield.
Little
so
bit.
he got a little sprinkling of outfield time. All right, 2 outs here. Brings up Aiden Thummel here. He's trying to extend the game. Gebhardt obviously would like to close it out here.
Ooh, just missed on that one. I agree that it was a ball, but sometimes he can't call that one.
And Gebhardt comes right back. Evens the count here. Little check there of Gebhardt stepping off the back of the rubber. Check of the runners. Swing and a miss.
Well, runners move up. It's all right. We're 1 pitch away here. Those 2 runs don't matter. Just get this batter.
Yeah, infielders can now play back. They all know the plays at first base. 1 last out.
There you got him.
And there
That's
it is.
it. Good work, boys. Good work, Jesse.
Yeah. Good job, Neil. You could tell that sun on that last throw to third there after the strikeout. Peralt was shielding his eyes a little bit.
Making sure he didn't lose any chiclets on
Getting
that
tough.
deal. All right, we'll see you for the next. You in on the next one?
I am not here for the next one.
So you guys get somebody else for the next one. Sorry.
Yep,
lucky for you guys, I think.
They're going to be lucky for them for sure. Game 2 coming up.